This is Hollywood. Your pal Matias Bombal with you. From Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Pictures, Thor, The Dark World has reached a theater near you. Returning in the title role, Chris Hemsworth will no doubt please the ladies. He's Marvel, O-U-S, marvelous, and no doubt you'll find that he has the charm of his fellow countryman, Errol Flynn. The comic book storyline, 3D and imaginative computer wizardry, is visually overwhelming, but alleviated by some good humor when needed and nice acting from talented performers. Several of the performers returned from the first Thor movie, which had been directed by Kenneth Branagh, such as Rene Russo, Tom Hiddleston, Natalie Portman, and the always good Anthony Hopkins. Alice Krige, who you may remember from Ghost Story, Barfly, or Chariots of Fire, plays Thor's mother, and she's great in her few scenes in this, where Thor is faced with an enemy that even Odin and Asgard cannot withstand, so he must embark on his most perilous and personal journey yet, one that will reunite him with Jane Foster and force him to sacrifice everything to save us all. Here, in true superhero fashion, he makes his entrance.
I've got this completely under control.
Is that why everything's on fire?
The rest of the movie follows in about the same pace, with the exception of one scene which is strikingly beautiful. It is of a state funeral for one of the principals, I won't tell you who, which takes on the beauty of a Viking ritual. It is a lovely and most memorable moment in this release. I offer kudos to the Marvel folks who have started a tradition of teasing future releases by placing scenes in the middle of the crawl after the last scenes of the film. The crawl is what movie people call the closing credits of a picture because of the names of those involved crawl from the bottom of the screen to the top. This placement of additional scenes is brilliant because it forces the die-hard fans to stay in their seats until the house lights come up. This makes me so happy. I'm so annoyed by folks in such a rush to get out of the theater before the house lights come up. Let's be ladies and gentlemen at the theater, not cattle. All of this to tell you that Marvel has 2 scenes in the credit crawl, so you'll want to stay in your seats until the house lights come up. In summary, if you like comic book movies, you'll like this. Directed by Alan Taylor, Anthony Hopkins is always a joy to watch, and I kept thinking what I could do with a mallet like Thor's. If I had a hammer. This is your pal Matias Bombal, bidding you a fond farewell.